Welcome to Reality with Joe. Na mimi ndio host wenu, naitwa Joe. Ama ukipenda utanita Job. Na leo ningependa tukue na different conversation. Leo si kawaida vile tumezoea. So before niendelee, kwanza nitamintroduce guest wangu ambayo leo. Kwanza tuambie yeye ni nani na anatokea wapi. Welcome.
Thank you. As Anita Ken, K-E-N-N, Ken with a double N. Yeah. Na mimi ni mkazi wa Naivasha. Though hasa ni hapa hivi nai. Na mimi ndio founder wa Art for Children Foundation. Kwa Kiswahili ni shirika la msingi wa sanaa kwa watoto.
Yes. Ndio Kiswahili ni ngumu.
And apparently the other time, there was a time nilikuwa nimeenda, is it Malindi? I think Malindi kasi jakosea. And nikauliza the audience, Art for Children Foundation na kwa Kiswahili. And they gave me a different version ya Kiswahili yenye sijaijua inaweza itwa hivyo.
Yes.
Unfortunately, nimesahau venye hiyo version ya Kiswahili iko, lakini
but ilikuwa tofauti na yenye wewe unajua.
Tofauti yenye mimi mwenyewe najua.
Yes.
But I love that perspective. Yeah, so Art for Children Foundation ni a non-profit organization. Iko based Naivasha, mandated to operate within the entire Nakuru County. And what we do as an organization is that we get to advocate for a child violence-free community.
Okay.
Kwa kutumia art, mentorship na education.
All right.
Yes.
So, kitu naweza sema hapa, since tumekukaribisha leo katika show yetu, niko na some questions zenye ningetaka kujua majibu kutoka kwako, na pia the people who are following us, wale ambao wanataka kujua more about what is a foundation, kama vile ume-explain. Kuna watu watataka kuuliza maswali, wajue zaidi kuhusu hii foundation ambayo wewe umeanzisha. So for me today, on behalf of our audience, niko na maswali ambazo ningetaka kupata majibu kutoka kwako. Kwa sababu you are the founder of the Art for Children Foundation. Wewe ndio unaweza tuelezea ilianzia wapi, mpaka penye huko. So swali langu la kwanza, umeongea ukasema hii shirika la kusaidia watoto na different occasions ama different functions. Unajua kuna mtu anaweza uliza art ni nini? Naelewa. Katika Art for Children Foundation I think iko na kama kategori 3 hapo. Art, Children and Foundation. So kuna mtu anaweza taka kujua ni nini hiyo, maybe ni mara ya kwanza yeye amekutana na hii video. Ama amesikia about foundations. Unajua kuna a lot of foundations ambazo ziko based hapa in Kenya.
Yeah.
So yako angetaka kujua yako ni nini na what is the different from hizi zingine zote ambazo maybe anazijua. So kwanza ungetufafanulia about what is art in this foundation of yours. Yes.
So in fact it's something I've come across whereby unaambia mtu Art for Children Foundation and then wako like art, and so ni wako kind of confused.
Yeah.
And I have to go that further step not kuelezea pasi but ku spell, right? And so I go A-R-T, art. Sio art ya A-T.
Yes.
So ni A-R-T, sanaa, right? And ikifika ni sanaa, we are talking about creativity.
Yes.
And creativity is unlimited. And that's why unasikianga kuna kitu kama the art of cooking, the art of building, the art of playing soccer, because all those zinahitaji creativity, right? And for example, I like how uliintroduce kwa kusema the name of the podcast. That is Reality with Joe.
Yeah.
And immediately my mind went reality with Joe, abbreviation or aka yake RWJ. Okay, so RW ongeza hiyo with ni WI alafu J. So hiyo inaweza kuwa pronounce kama ridge.
Yeah.
RWIJ, ridge. Hiyo already ni creativity.
Yeah.
You see. So now when it comes to watoto kenye tunafanya pale, largely tuna concentrate on 3 parts of creativity. Rather, the 3 categories of creativity. Or 3 categories of art. 3 categories of art. Kuna performing arts, kuna fine arts, kuna martial arts and what have you, right? But just to name randomly, tunafanya kufunza watoto mambo na music, tunafunza poetry, kuchora, a little bit of painting, kudance, storytelling, na pia nimesema storytelling, and then kuna drama. And then apart from those, niati you realize that hizo ni arts mingi, and so we don't go in much deep into it. So tunawasaidia tu kujua talanta tu zao in those categories.
Yes.
Okay, and we understand that sio watu waweza kuwa talented in those categories, kuna wengine wako in other different categories. Yeah. And so that's why tunaguzia tu juu kidogo tu kuwasaidia tu ku unlock, and then from there wanaweza explore kivyao. Because see, when it comes to creativity hayuko ati lazima ikue hivi. Ni bado tu uko nayo, unakuwa guided kidogo tu, from there una unlock. Yes.
So that's a nice answer. Kuna hii tumekuwa tukikuwa na issue about watu hii kupotea. Na since you are from Naivasha, cases mob zenye tunasikia it's from that area. So you as Art for Children Foundation, nimeona mumesema there is a protection whereby you as a foundation you are dealing with that.
Yes.
So my question here is, how do you protect these children? Because kama ni mko na foundation ambayo ni ya kusaidia hawa watoi kunature talent zao, kila mtu yeye aweze kujua purpose ya talent ambayo ako nayo. So when it comes to protection, how do you protect these kids? Because pia they need protection from you guys to ensure that this place we are safe. If we trust you with our children, we are going to make sure that they are safe. Because sometimes you find that there's a lot of foundation ziko hapa, but unapata most of these foundations, the organizers ama the founder of the foundation, they are using the kids to benefit. Then they don't care about their protection, they don't care about their healthy checkup. So for you as Art for Children Foundation, how do you tackle this thing about protection of these kids?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me begin by giving an analogy of self-protection. Wewe mwenyewe. Let's go to a point where uko na kwako umejenga in your own compound, right? How you are encouraged to protect yourself, of course, utaweka milango za chuma, maybe kwa nyumba, kwa compound uweke fence kubwa, uweke camera, CCTVs and what have you, right? But is that enough? Because at the end of the day utatoka nje ya nyumba. That means utakuwa una protect vitu ziko kwa nyumba, but siwe mwenyewe. So unaenda out to the community, una make friends na the community, unakuwa member wa kanisa, unakuwa member wa, maybe unakuwa volunteer to a certain organization, maybe unafanya nini ndio ujoe na watu, pia unakuwa mtu wa watu. So protection yako inazidi the barriers, the fence yenye umecreate, right? Now coming back to Art for Children Foundation, as we protect watoto psychologically, kwa saidia kujua talanta zao, kwa saidia mambo na education, and again kwa mentor ndio wa grow into responsible leaders. First, with that, niati tuna close the gap ya child on child violence. Okay? And then secondly, we have various projects as an organization. One of them, hiyo ya watoto inaitwa Nakuru Children Art and Mentorship Program, abbreviated NACAM. Okay? And then the other one yenye tuko nayo inaitwa Hisana. Hiyo majina tu mbili zimeshikana, hi na sana.
Yes.
Hisana. And so Hisana is a community-based forum where tunaenda huko nje kupatana the adults in the community. We strike one-on-one conversations na wao about children, about changamoto ziko kwa community na vile tunasaidia watoto and what have you.
Yeah.
So that way wanaweza kujua whatever actions wana take on watoto, what are the effects both on our watoto, the familiars na hata wao wenyewe, and how does that translate to in future human capital ya Kenya and ultimately the economy of the country.
Yes.
So once we onboard our volunteers, since we largely depend on volunteers, that's one of the trainings we get to take them through on how to have those one-on-one conversations with the members of the community, and then have them understand the aspect of child protection, so that hata wakiwa huko nje in their own personal spaces, they can always ignite that conversation na waiendeleze.
Yes.
So that's our way of protecting the children.
Wow, that's nice. So in the next question, and I'm happy seeing that you are tackling in a way that kila mtu ambaye atakuwa pale nje get to know more about the foundation, and also maybe for those who pia mtakuwa mnaona ni kama bado ni tricky kidogo, you can write your comment and then uulize ile maswali unataka kuuliza, and from there our guest atakuwa anajibu. Maybe unajua tutakuwa tunapitia hizo comments tuone kila mtu na swali anauliza.
Yeah.
But for the swali nyingine pia ningetaka kujua from wewe, kuna hii mumeiweka katika foundation yenu ambayo inajiita youth empowerment. So okay, tumeona you guys come up na idea kwamba we need to nurture these kids to train them. Maybe mtu ako na talent ya kucheza mpira but ana ile guidance ya kumsaidia kuweza kufanya nini, kupeleka talent yake mbele.
Yes.
So you as Art for Children Foundation mko na hii youth empowerment, which means that kuna kitu mnafanya ku make sure these kids are going far kupitia talent wako nazo na hizi empowerment ambazo mnazifanya.
Yeah.
So what are your unaweza tuambia kidogo about how do you empower these kids?
Okay.
Ndio wakue wanasonga mbele na talent zao na life kijumla. Yes.
So I think those are two intertwined questions. One ni child empowerment and youth empowerment.
Yes.
When it comes to child empowerment, hapo ndipo niliongelea kuhusu mentorship.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So tunafanya kufuse art na mentorship. So wakati tuko pale na watoto tukifanya kuchora ama ni kudance ama nini, tunafanya hivyo tukiongea. Okay? And so for example, tunataka maybe kusisitiza umuhimu wa unity kwa watoto. And also when it comes, you realize that unity, it's one of the things that you enshrine kwa constitution.
Yes.
And then again, wakati tunafanya kuempower watoto, tuna mostly concentrate na something called national values and principles of governance.
Yeah.
Ziko enshrine kwa constitution ya Kenya. Okay? And so they entail things like unity, democracy, blah, 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 blah. There are 17 of them. So you pick one and you say, this is what we want to do today. Next time you pick another one, this is what we want to mentor about today.
Yes.
So, assuming we've picked unity, that's what we want to mentor the children on.
Yeah.
Unity ni kukuja kwa pamoja, right? Kusaidiana, ushirikiano, si ndio? Assuming ni kuchora, tunachora. Tuseme tunachora jobu leo. Okay? Tunasema tunachora, maybe tunachora jicho moja. Alafu tunaambia watoto, hadi penye umechora, patia mwenzako karatasi yako.
Yeah.
Endeleza endeleza mwenzako penye alikuwa amefikisha,
na yeye aendelee kwenye wewe umefikisha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anafanya hivyo, tunachora part B and then tuna rotate hiyo karatasi ipatia mwingine hivyo hivyo hadi tumalize. By the time tunamaliza, kila mtu akirudishia karatasi yake, kuna wenye wanakuwa like, wow, singeshaiweza kuchora kitu kama hii.
Yeah,
You know, kwa mwingine wako like, hapana, ningechora better kuliko hii, you know. And so hapo wanaanza, so kutoka hapo tunaanza sasa kufanya that conversation, kulearn the importance ya ushirikiano. Sometimes the side effects zake.
Yes.
Wanapata kulearn about diversity, about inclusion and what have you. So that's about child empowerment.
Yeah.
All right. Youth empowerment. Beginning with the volunteers. Ndio the youths wenye tuko nao.
Yeah.
All right. So from the point una join the foundation, tunaanza na kukutrain. Every time tukifikisha an X number of new volunteers, we offer them a whole week training. And this training, tuko na, again, volunteer trainers wa community, watu wako wenye ni professionals in their areas, wanakuja wana train the youth. Wana volunteer tu kuja tu kutrain our youth as the volunteers. Wanakuwa trained on matters say financial management, wanakuwa trained on child protection, watakuwa trained on say the constitution ya Kenya waweze kuielewa, human rights and what have you.
Yes.
All right? And then wakiwa wenyewe kwa wenyewe, wakati wanaanza kuvolunteer huko nje, wakienda kuvolunteer, saa zingine wana hold volunteer maybe workshops kwa foundation and what have you. Wanafanya kukuwa marafiki with each other, and then wanafanya ku-exchange ideas, wanafanya ku-exchange kufunzana talanta zao. So unapata mtu alikuja kuvolunteer akiwa maybe tu volunteer wa storytelling, ama alikuwa na volunteer tu kumanage social media peke yake. Over time make friends na hadi volunteers wa kuchora, amefunzwa 1 2 3 things about kuchora. Make friends na watu wa not entertainment, acting. Learn 1 2 3 things about acting. And then not only that, but throughout the years tumekuwa tukioperate, tumemake friendships na rather some of the community, or rather the community ya Naivasha ime end up kutu trust. And so you find that there are those employers wa Naivasha, maybe watu wako na mahoteli or any other kind of businesses. Once in a while wanakuwa na some job openings, and so they reach out to us because they know that how we get to train our volunteers. They've interacted at times with our volunteers and with us, and they know the quality of people that we produce. Right? And so rather the quality of leaders that we produce. And they reach out to us seeking like, hey, tuko na hii position, unaweza kuwa na volunteer mwenye anaweza kuja kwa hii position. And that's a paid position. So we go back to our volunteers, we tell, tuangalia kwa database ya volunteers, these are the kind of people who fit your position, you refer them to the person ama to the employer, and they get a job. So far since 2016 wakati tulianza, over 10 volunteers wamepata job.
Wow. So that's nice. Actually, there was a question nilikuwa nataka kuuliza, but I think umeshikanisha uka-explain, but which is okay. So I think my last question I'm going to ask now is about education in this Art Children Foundation. How do you tackle on this situation of education? Kwa sababu saizi tukiangalia, education is not working well. It's not doing well in our country right now. There's a lot going on. But for you as a foundation, how do you handle this? How do you empower education in these children so that they can grow knowing that they have now skills, apart from skills now in education now, also they have education to educate themselves.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I answer that, allow me to give my personal perspective. You realize that when we talk about creativity and talent, most of the talented people, once they realize that they have a talent, na bado wako shule, wanaanza kusema hata Mark Zuckerberg hakushaisoma.
Yes.
Hata sijui Kanye West hakushaisoma. Hata sijui nani hakushaisoma na ni billionaire. So hata mimi nita make bila kusoma na hii talanta yangu. Yes, unaweza make, right? But out of a billion people, what makes you think you'll be the odd one out to make? Right? So it tells you, when it comes to education, there is a particular perspective, creatives, yenye we na let down. Okay? Now, let's go back to this, now the question itself. Okay? We realize that there is a gap ikifika ni mambo na education, because mostly we deal with the watoto wenye wako kwa children's homes. Right? There was a gap in between transitioning from the children's homes into the community. Hapo kuna wenye wanapotelea in between. And we realize that to close that gap, we need to put in a bridge between the children's home and the community. And that bridge is the education. Okay? And so we came up with a project inaitwa Bus Scholarship. Bus Scholarship Fund. And we came up with this idea and called upon the community. We held some 2-3 workshops with the community. Like, hey, this is a challenge we are seeing in a developed community. Are you also seeing the same thing? Or sisi ndio tuko jaba? You know? And it ended up being real. And so the question was, how do we solve it? And that's where the idea coming up with a scholarship came in. All right? And this was, we saw a challenge. We presented it to the community. They said that is true. It exists. And they helped us see it more clearly. And then from there, we brainstormed together with the members of the community. And we came up with a solution about education. And so, watoto wakitransition from children's, wakishamaliza maybe from former wakishafika of age, could transition into the community, tuna provide na a scholarship. A scholarship towards either vocational training ama apprenticeship, depending na chenye mtu anataka. And then again, because you realize that the age yenye hautaki kuambiwa kitu. Say, uko like, mimi nataka hii, na usiniambie kitu ingine, you know. So we get to, once we onboard them kwa that scholarship, na iko of course na eligibility criteria yake, or maybe something we can talk about later. Once we onboard them kwa the scholarship, we get to take them again through a 1-week training. Onboarding, okay? 1-week training just before now they go to their selected schools. So that's our way of sorting out the issue education. So far we've had 3 scholars. Our first scholar saizi ni mwalimu wa Montessori. And then we have 2 scholars. 2 scholars wanafanya certificates. It's a 1-year thing certificate, ndio wanaelekea kumaliza. And in fact, this week on Monday, ndio one of the scholars ameanza attachment yake. And then the other one, before the end of this month, anafaa kuwa ashaanza attachment yake. Yes.
Oh, that's nice, man. So, as you can see, Maze, there's a lot in this foundation. For you, maybe to understand more, ask a question, write your comment, utuambie ile swali ambao wajajibu vile ungetaka, unaweza muandikia. Unaweza andika hapo chini, useme, mimi ningetaka ujibu hivi na hivi. So, nafurahia vile unataka hii situation ya how you handle how the foundation handles this thing that we have talked about. So I think my last question from you is not going to be a question, but ningependa utuambie the foundation imekaa miaka ngapi tangu uanze. Ndio unajua kuna mtu anaweza fikiria umeanza leo juu watu hawajui jani ya vitu. So ningependa uambie watu foundation ilianza lini and mpaka saizi vile tuko iko na miaka ngapi. Alafu kitu ingine tukikupea maybe for 5 years from now, how will you see things in this foundation of yours? Unaonaje vision yako na hii foundation by 5 years coming itakuwa wapi? Yes.
Wow, good question. Asante for that. It reminds me, on Sunday I was in an event in a foundation ilikuwa na partner na the other organization. And someone asked me about more or less the same question. And I was as I was answering them, wako like, what do you mean? Nimejua tu juzi about 2 years ago. I thought 2 years ago. So anyway, nilianza Art for Children Foundation back in 2016, even though nilikuwa nimelalia the idea for a whole year since 2015. So nilianza back in 2016, and we made our first inaugural visit to our children's home on 2nd of July 2016. It was on a Saturday, first Saturday of the month. Okay. And so that tells you, come first Saturday of this July 2026, tutakuwa 10 years.
Wow.
10 years old. Right? And so that will be on 4th of July.
Most people hawajui hivyo.
Yes.
Mimi personally najua time siku ulianza. But unajua kuna mtu atakwambia si nimejua tu juzi. How comes imekuwa hiyo? Alafu kuna expectation pia kutoka kwa watu. Kuna ule mtu anasema na why bado anashikilia hivyo. Na kuna mtu atataka kujua inalipa. So hizi ni question ambazo watu wanaulizanga. But it's okay for you to utuambie hivyo vile unasema, kwa sababu itasaidia watu wengi pia kujua kwamba enyewe hii kitu imetoka far.
So as I walk my answers towards your first second question, like I said, this is a non-profit organization. That means tunafanya kwa kujitolea. I know there are other organizations out there zenye zinalipa vizuri, but for us bado hatujafika hapo. Because we are more into the impact than the money. Okay? So tunafanya kazi, pesa kai kuja itatupata mahali mbele na tutazidi kufanya kazi hata ikitupata. Right? So how have we managed to stand all this long na cooperate? Like I mentioned, volunteers. And then we've had well-wishers and donors and what have you. And by that I mean, you don't have to have money for you to make impact into the community. Kuna wenye wamekuja wanasema, hey, sina pesa, but other tunasema, these are the kind of things we need. These are the amount of money needed, right? So mtu anasema, sina pesa, lakini niko na item A yenye mnahitaji, shika. Okay? Sina maybe item A, but niko na 10 bob. Mwingine atakuja 10 bob yake. No. And so it's been a journey throughout the 10 years. And like someone once told us that when it comes to protecting children, it calls for a celebration. And that means we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. So you may imagine celebration being, some flickering lights, maybe tossing champagnes and what have you, dancing. We are not going that way. Ours is special. We would like to invite you to join us in celebrating these 10 years. So how will you join us, or how do you join us? By donating just 10 shillings. 10 shillings for the 10 years. Right? And you can donate 10 shillings as many times as you can. Yes. So this 10 shillings...
It's not limited.
Yes. So how is this 10 shillings being used? I'll come to that as I answer the question. But as part of this celebrating the 10 years is that on 4th of July, we are having a Now, the actual celebration,
Yeah.
whereby, again, I invite you to join us. It shall be, the venue is Guest House Jane in Naivasha, just near Naivasha Locals.
Yeah.
You only need to pay 1,000 bob. 1,000 bob catering for a drink and snacks, and hizo zingine za juu donation, right?
Yeah.
And we will also be launching a mini project under Hisana project kenye nikuambia, a community-based platform.
Yeah.
Now, more of a storytelling platform
Yeah.
based on kenye tumesoma through our lessons za Hisana project.
Yeah.
So, looking after that, we are looking, or rather, I'm looking into the far deep of the future, 10 years from now. So, where do we see ourselves 10 years? What kind of impact would I like the organization to have in the community?
Yeah.
Now, you realize ukishajiona pale, now una backtrack ndio kujua nahitaji hii na hii na hii na hii na hii na hii. Now that's where, like I said, the 10 bob inakujia. Your 10 bob will sustain the impact we will have into the community for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So kila shilingi una donate kwa hiyo 10 bob, kila shilingi ina represent a whole year.
Yeah.
For the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay? So that means we will be able to scale. By scaling, I mean reaching out to more children and creating more impact, bringing more impact into the community right where it's needed.
Yeah.
Okay? So one will probably ask, how do I donate the 10 bob?
Yes.
Simple. Go to your M-Pesa. Go to Paybill. Paybill number is 400 200.
Yeah.
400 200. And then account number 44 521. That is 44 521.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to put that number on our screen so that for those who want to donate, you're free to do that.
In fact, umeshika simu yako, mbona usianze na wewe mwenyewe. Set example.
Yeah. So
alafu ndio uambie inaleta jina gani na inaleta nini.
Yes, actually, let me do that.
Yeah. So go to your M-Pesa.
Yeah. Let's do that now. We go to Lipa na M-Pesa.
Yes.
Pay bill, which is 400
200.
400 200. And the account number
44
44
521.
521. Let me check and see which name is coming. Imagine 10 bob. 10 bob, you can't just have an excuse saying that 10 bob is going to serve for 1 year. You can imagine that. And
in fact, I think this is a proof that you don't have to be a billionaire or a millionaire or to have thousands in your account for you to make change in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see. It comes with the account number which present the name of Art for Children Foundation. Let me say send. And they see the message here.
Well,
cooperative.
Yes, cooperative
now,
bank.
I've sent 10 bob to Art Children Foundation. I'm a Art for Children Foundation. So you can do the same because you are giving from your heart. It's not like it's pushing people to give. It's from your heart. Donate and it will help children. It will help and cater more children in this foundation. So for you, I think you have explained about the foundation. You have answered the question. So I want you to, as we going to finish the show, I think you talk about the event which is coming. I think talk about it again because so that people will understand that you have an event coming up on July because you want to celebrate that 10 years for the foundation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 4th of July will be marking exact 10 years since we began. We began on the first Saturday of July 2016.
2016.
And now here we are, first Saturday of July 2026.
Yes.
Those are 10 years.
Yeah.
And so as we celebrate that, it will also be a window for us to share into detail the journey for the next 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
I know sijaeleza kabisa our plan for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But make sure umekuja ndio
Yeah.
ujue your plan.
Yeah.
So now this is it. The day begins at 8:45 p.m. 8:45 a.m. a.m. Asubuhi.
Yes.
Asubuhi 8:45 a.m. and runs all the way to 1:45 p.m.
Yeah.
Those are about, I think, 4 or 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yes. That means hautachoka, hautaboeka.
Yeah.
It shall not be a whole day thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So payment is just 1,000 bob.
Yeah.
And then
that is for the event.
For the event, 1,000 bob.
Not,
and for children, I think children were 6 years and above, ni 250.
Yeah.
Because I think 250.
Yeah.
And so you can confirm, or that you can book your slot by going to our website, the specific bookings page. That is www.aforg/book. BOOK.
Yeah.
Pale utapata page inakwambia ni ya bookings. Utafanya kuweka jina yako.
Yeah.
Utaweka the number of children unakuja na wao. Kama ni 0 utaweka 0. And then utaweka the number of adults unakuja na wao. Kama unakuja na +1 pale utaweka 2. You know, and then itakukalkuletia ikwambie ni how much unafaa kulipa, and then you get to pay via M-Pesa. Itakupea details pale za M-Pesa kulipa. Ukishalipa, the M-Pesa code utaiweka pale, and then utafanya kusubmit. Hivyo tu utakuwa umesha book your slot for the day.
Yeah.
So as you come for the day, we will be, maybe I can just give a sneak peek. We will look into the last 10 years. That means we will look into the journey, how it's been.
Yes.
We will walk through that journey, haraka pale.
Yeah.
Get to understand where we began, why we began, how the journey has been, the ups and the downs and the what.
Yeah.
And then we'll be having several panel discussions to get to understand the journey and the place of the organization in the community from the perspective of the beneficiaries, of the partners, of those who we work close with, of the volunteers, and what have you. And then after that, we will get to look into the journey ahead. What plans do we have that we hope to accomplish for the next 10 years? I know, like I said, we work closely with the children's homes, and I know currently children's homes, as per the government issue, ni ya kwamba by 2032 children's homes zitakuwa zinafungwa. So how, na hiyo 2032 you realize iko in between the 10 years. So how do we plan on pivoting a little bit in between the 10 years? All right? And then at the end of it all, now we will be launching the storytelling platform. Come and listen to the stories of the people of Naivasha. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ken. The information is cool. The information is good. And for those who want to ask more questions, you are free to comment your question on our comment section. Ask more question because hii topic ni mrefu, but tutakuwa tunaitako pole pole ndio watu waweze kuunderstand the journey of your foundation, penye mumetoka, penye muko na penye munaelekea. I think umeielezea vizuri. Kila mtu ameweza kuelewa. So thank you so much for coming and welcome again to Reality with Joe.
Rich.
Yes, sir.